Changing times in college hockey. Phil, the number 15 in gold tonight.
Jaden Lipinski having a big start to his first season in college hockey. Worked it behind the net, trying to get to it along the half boards, flipped out to center. And Peterson with it along the right side, the seventh defenseman tonight for Ben Barr's Maine Black Bears. And you know, the thing with Maine is while they played well last week, it was against an Atlantic Hockey opponent. And granted, while Holy Cross is good, not necessarily the same as what the Bobcats have had to face, especially opening up the season on the road, beating Boston College. And now a turnover, poor pass leads to a chance, backhand shot, and they score! Going to the net all by himself is Will Giroux. Giroux with the goal, and it's 1-0 Maine.
Well, this turnover happens at the Bobcats' defensive blue line, and a great move there to fake. You can see Marinov bites on that forehand shot there from Giroux before he takes the puck to the backhand and
or below until the middle of November, which is something this program doesn't usually do. But from November through January 17th, 11-2-1 record to claw right back into the fight. So first half and second half for the Bobcats, very, very different stories.
And the challenge with this group is there are so many new faces that while there's immense talent, learning that chemistry is something that's going to take a little bit of time. As Sword looking in front for Lansing, the pass broken up by Langlois as Gilson off a high stick, but Thomas Pichette takes it, backhands it off the side of the goal. He got it back in front, quick shot, they score! Owen Fowler from between the circles makes it 2-0 Maine.
Well, Fowler, the trailing forward on the third line for the Black Bears, was able to take advantage of the Bobcats as their defense gets caught puck watching. You can see all 5 players for the Bobcats were either at the net or towards the near side boards, allowing for the winger to sneak in unmarked.
Meanwhile, here comes Antonin Vereau, backhand shot deflected wide. Vereau trying to get back to it. Holt is there, whips it around. Letty contains it at the line. 90 seconds to go in the period. The Bobcats down a couple. Chernesky in air as it comes back around to Borgula. He waits in front for Chernesky in air, just half a step late now. Schultz fires it, dropped in front by Chernesky in air. He was looking for Borgula. The pass never got there. And now Lipinski coming down the right side. A shot, save, rebound, they score! Poirier was denied on the first attempt, but the puck was left there, and Miguel Marcus picks up a goal, the Nashville draft pick. It's now 3-0 Black Bears.
This was a tremendous play in transition by the Black Bears, and a great shot to set up a rebound that ends up being the third goal of this first period. Watch the quick transition, the drop pass there by Lipinski. Poirier gets that first shot, but he's shooting specifically for that rebound, not necessarily going to pick a goal.
That he gave up in the first period of play, basically off of turnovers. One was a rebound, but there really wasn't much he could do. Just was surrounded by Black Bear guys right around the net. As Quinnipiac to begin the second, we'll start with Vidicek, Vereau, Wittenbach, Sword, and Pelosi on the power play. Fowler, Nadeau, Jurisevic, along with Holt to begin for Maine. The Bobcats won the draw and got it in. At the line, held by Sword, now to Vereau. Vereau on his off-wing side, looking in front, quick shot, they score! 14 seconds in, Ethan Wittenbach on the power play, and the Cats are on the board!
Well, that was a convincing start to the period for the Bobcats. They started the first period 33 seconds in with that chance for Wilmer. This just 14 seconds in, and a great heads-up play there by Vereau, taking the ice in front of him.
Get to the slot, shoots off his stick. Sword feeds it back to Sorbonne. You love the puck movement here from Quinnipiac as Gilson quickly, Sorbonne moves it to Wilmer. Wilmer, the senior, down the right wing side. Puts it back toward the middle, pass in front, broken up, a shot by Vidicek, a backhand try, went just wide, and now Sorbonne comes in. And he got laid out along the boards, good hit by Jaden Lipinski, and meanwhile a breakaway for Friel, he scores! Thomas Friel on the breakaway, and Maine is back on top by 3.
Well, Phil, the Bobcats were so heavily involved on that puck movement that you talked about in the offensive end. They had all 5 players that were committed to moving the puck around. And as they're in the midst of backtracking, you can see Maine's out of the zone quickly. The two defenders were just a bit too flat-footed on that play. It allows for the partial breakaway and able to create a little bit more space there was Friel. Watch, you can see he's even with the defenders. He's able to get that one step away, find the puck, and go up and over the glove of...
Complete them. You know, junior hockey guys often get those passes through. You can't always do that at this level.
Well, it's a prime example of the kind of speed that you face in juniors versus college hockey.
There's a shot from the left circle by Vidicek and a great save by Boya. Wilmer back over Vidicek, knocked away from him. Wilmer, the presence of mind from his knee to get it back to Vidicek, but around the net with it is Langlois. Taken by Serbone, pass in the slot, a shot, they score! Marcus Vidicek goes top roof, and the Cats are right back in it!
Well, Phil, this line was really swarming here on this shift for the Bobcats. They created transition earlier on in the shift and were able to forecheck their way to a turnover in the near side corner. You find the trailing forward in Vidicek. There were two Bobcats in that corner that were able to force the turnover. Langlois was unable to handle it, and a quick shot there up.
And here he comes to the bench for the extra man. Verreau and Pelosi hop over the boards. It's a 6-on-5. Backdoor Verreau looking in front. Oh, what a big sliding block by Motu. Back to the point. Big drive from Gronwald, way off the mark. Now Leddy to Verreau. Back around. Marcellus waiting. Met by Chabrier. Marcellus there with 2:45 to play. Now Pelosi to the forehand. Leddy with a rocket save. Rebound, Gronwald, they score! Elliot Gronwald has made it a one-goal game with 2:39 to go.
Phil, this is a heads-up play by Gronwald to read this shot off the back wall. So this starts with the one-timer from Leddy, which misses the net, but you can see how up on the play Gronwald is. It's an all-or-nothing play, because if he gets beat, nobody is back on defense, but he's following that shot off the back wall. It's a one-timer looking away from the net off his back foot. A tremendous play by the defender to find...
Gilson with it center point to the half boards for Schwartz. Schwartz waiting. Finding Gilson, the RPI transfer. Schwartz fires in, made loose in front, bodies everywhere near Boya, and that one somehow kept out. High slot Gilson to the left circle, Wilmer scores! Jeremy Wilmer! And it's all tied up at 4.
Well, this series between the Bobcats and the Black Bears never fails to disappoint. After a near miss in front of the net, quick puck movement by the Bobcats up to the top of the point to Gilson, then over to Wilmer. This thing is just getting on net. You're trying to feed it through traffic, but you can see two members of the Black Bears there might have taken a quick deflection as it went its way past Boya. This is just a seeing eye shot there from Wilmer. You can see the initial attempt. Boya's without his stick. The puck's still loose. It gets up top, and then it's a shot by Wilmer with traffic in front of him. And this game...
Applause from the faithful here at the M&T Bank Arena. 2 goals on the season. First shootout attempt for the senior co-captain. Inches in and denied. A good blocker save by Boya. He's going to be a tough nut to crack here in the shootout.
Well, that was Wilmer picking on that same blocker side there by Boya. I wasn't sure if it was stick or post, or stick or puck. I thought I heard a little bit of post right there at the end, but either way, Maine will now shoot.
Well, Sully Sholey's going to have a go at it, the Chaska, Minnesota native, and hearing a round chorus of boos to the backhand. Oh, and he's robbed. What a glove save by Marinoff. My gosh, and he waited and waited before dropping that puck. You weren't quite sure.
It's like when you rob a home run. You can't just show it to the crowd right off the bat. Another quick look at this one. Forehand to the backhand, and a little bit of showmanship, but a 10-beller out of Marinoff.
And from one Long Islander to another, here is Ethan Wittenbach. Sneaks in. Oh, what a goal! Slow rolled it to the forehand, and the Cats are on the board in the shootout.
Wow, that was silky out of the ECAC Rookie of the Week. Slow and steady as ever. It's a forehand, a backhand, you sell it, and right back to the forehand, and you slam it past the pad.
Max Scott now, the Brown transfer. Inching in. Looks to win with a shot. Does not beat Marinoff. Now the Bobcats here can take it. Here in round number 3, it's going to be Vidicek.
Well, you sell the same move that you just saw from Scholey. That's what Scott was trying to do, and he tried to force it back to the 5-hole before Marinov could adjust. No good. Bobcats have a chance.
Vidicek, the Montreal native, with a goal today. Coming in with speed from the right side. Quick shot, missed the net. Tried to find the corner. A little bit of a different look than what Wittenbach gave to Albin Boya. And now Maine's going to look to tie the shootout. It is Nadeau trying to keep this one going. Josh Nadeau. I haven't heard boos like this here in a long time. Nadeau. Robbed! A big save by Matej Marinoff. He slams the door on all 3 Maine shooters. The Bobcats win the shootout challenge. And an exciting one here ends in a 4-4 tie.
Well, a little showmanship at the end, Phil, there to send the fans here in Hamden home happy. A great battle on both sides, 2 very talented teams, and just imagine this is the first of 2 this weekend between these 2 non-conference foes. Good battle back there by the Bobcats in the final 2 periods. Lots of positive momentum to build on from those last 2, but Maine, you know they're coming back hungry after a tie and then a shootout loss when they play again tomorrow.
Oh, that's the best part of it. They're going to do it again tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. You don't have to wait until evening.